Welcome everyone. I just returned from a trip to Austria, my home country where I'm from and grew up in. I've been living in the United States for 5 years now. 1 year ago, my husband and I moved to a beautiful ranch in the southwest of Colorado where we can create art. We have a lot of space. Our art studio is here, breathtakingly beautiful, and I can genuinely say that I found my home here. So I wasn't sure what to expect revisiting my home country Austria after such a long time. Will I be nostalgic, have sentimental feelings, maybe even revisit some bittersweet moment? And I can say it was all of that, but my biggest takeaway was how I saw the beauty of my hometown Salzburg with fresh eyes. How the sculptures, the intricate carvings in the streets and squares, the architecture, all of that has shaped my love for art and is probably the reason why I became a sculptor. And as much as I miss Austria and my family, this journey also reaffirmed how I appreciate the life we have created here in the United States, where we can focus on art, on our art journeys, and also on art education. Today I want to share with you my recent trip to Salzburg and Vienna, a very unexpectedly profound exhibition in the Albertina, and how this whole journey was a deeply soul-stirring experience. Springtime in Salzburg is a magical experience, with the breathtaking sight of magnolia trees in full bloom throughout the city. The baroque architecture and stone-carved mythical creatures make Salzburg feel like a place out of a fairy tale. As a native returning after a long time, I was struck by the same sense of wonder I experienced as a child, seeing my hometown with fresh eyes, and it felt like traveling back into my past. Most of all, I enjoyed every minute with my mother and stepfather over traditional Wiener Schnitzel. I even revisited my first sculpture commissions when I was only about 20 years old. These early works were my first public commissions for bronze sculptures, and while I have come a long way since then in terms of skill level, it was heartwarming to revisit the passion and determination I had for creation at such a young age. It was a joy to see the progress I've made as a sculptor since those early days, but also a reminder of the passion that has fueled my work from the very beginning. As I continue to hone my craft, I will always cherish the lessons learned and the vision that drives me forward. My husband, who traveled with me, and I also visited beautiful Vienna, where my two nieces now reside. Together we marveled at the breathtaking sculptures that adorn the city's squares, cherishing every moment spent together with them. What struck me deeply was a visit to the Albertina Museum in Vienna and an exhibition on printmaking. As I walked through the exhibition, it struck me how powerful the invention of printmaking was in medieval Europe. It suddenly enabled artists to connect and collaborate with one another, even across vast distances and different time periods. Themes were now exchanged between believers, such as the Apocalyptic Riders by Albrecht Dürer. In this woodcut print, the details are so finely rendered that they transport the viewer into the scene. The riders, with their mighty steeds, represent the forces of good and evil and the struggle between them to decide the ultimate fate of humanity at the end of the world. Even more awe-striking is his later depiction as an etching of Adam and Eve. This technique allowed him to apply more precise curves and lines. It speaks of human creation and honoring the human body's sacredness. Was both realistic and carefully designed, showcasing the human body as a creation of divine origin. Another print that was just unbelievably striking was Claude Millan's Veil of St. Veronica. Here the artist uses a single continuous line, creating a stunningly detailed image of Christ's face. The exhibition showed an overview of printmaking throughout art periods, with works becoming increasingly modern as visitors walked through the rooms. I am a sculptor steeped in tradition, not because of tradition itself, but because of the enduring idea that art passed down over thousands of years was carefully executed with 3 stages in mind: inspiration, design, and craft. Sadly, it seems we've lost sight of these stages and replaced them with a focus on self-expression and novelty. Henri Matisse's 1947 print, for instance, The Mask, was celebrated for its novel use of simple strokes to reduce the face to its essence. However, I see these few strokes as a momentary impulse, like a fleeting emotion. I think that is the difference from what the old masters intended, who created works that embodied universal values of eternal beauty. Not just for a single moment, but everlasting. Returning to my homeland Austria, I realized how deeply the beauty of the masters of the past has ingrained my understanding of art and my admiration for those who came before us. It is a reminder that the stages of inspiration, design, and craft must be carefully considered and executed if we are to create works that stand the test of time and continue to inspire and move us for generations to come.